And if I can understand what to do with today, if I can handle today correctly, oh my goodness. Well, here's the way this works. If I can handle today correctly, tomorrow will take care of itself. When people worry about tomorrow and, what am I going to do? No, understand. Take care of today. Now, here we go. Are you ready to write? The whole thesis of Today Matters, the whole underlying foundation of this work is this statement. Successful people make important decisions early in their life and then manage those decisions the rest of their life. I'll repeat it. Successful people make important decisions early in their life, and then they manage those decisions the rest of your life. And what I want to spend some time with you now on is, what are the important decisions? What are the things that I need to decide today and do today so that I can manage the rest of my life? A couple of years ago, I wrote a book entitled There's No Such Thing as Business Ethics. And I was doing a little bit of a New York media tour on it. And I was on CNBC, and they were asking me in an interview format why it would be that leaders and executives would mess up and take money from their people in the whole process. And we know the story. We don't need to get in that. And I said, it's very simple. Sometime in the earlier days of their life, they did not make a decision to be ethical, regardless of the cost. Now, let me tell you something. If you and I don't make the decision to be ethical, then I can tell you we can't manage that decision at all in our life. Listen to me. You cannot manage a decision that you have not made. So what happens? If I haven't made the decision, in this case, because it was a question on business ethics, if I haven't made the decision to be ethical, so when the temptation comes and I can receive millions of dollars, hello? Of course I'm going to cave. You're going to cave. We're all going to cave. Why? Because we didn't make the important decision early. So I sat down and I asked myself this question. What are the important decisions? Because if I know what the important decisions are to make, I can make them. And then every day, because today matters, I can manage those decisions. And what I'm going to share with you, obviously, I can't do all 12, my daily dozen, because time won't allow that. But I'm going to give you a few, just to give you the idea of not only how to understand the decision that needs to be made, but also how to manage that decision, and then also how to maybe even do a project that will help you, because what I'm going to suggest to you is get you a daily dozen. Now, I have in my book 12 my daily dozen, and probably about 8 of those will be yours, but 2 or 3 of those won't be yours, because some of them are personal to me that won't be to you, and that's fine, because I'm not like Moses coming off Mount Sinai with the 10 Commandments. But it's my daily dozen. And every day, such as today, every day, I get up and I pull out this card. But these are the 12 decisions that I've made. And I go through this card and I look through each one of them and I say, okay, John, today, you've already made these decisions. Today, you've got to manage these decisions. Now, interestingly enough, as I've gone through life, when I made these decisions, please, let me talk here for a moment. I didn't know that they were that important. It's not like I started off in life at 10 and said, okay, there are 12 decisions I need to make that are important. And I kind of charted my life. No, it's not tidy like this. This is messy. It's just that as I kind of gone through life, all of a sudden I thought, this is important. So I made the decision. But as I'm 57 now, looking back, I say, oh my goodness, these were the 12 decisions that I made that I manage on a daily basis. And so every day I kind of look at these 12 because this little laminated card just kind of reminds me of stuff I've got to remember. In fact, here's what I would suggest. In the book Today Matters, I give 12. I would suggest that you make it a one-year personal growth plan, because people ask me all the time, John, what's your growth plan? I would suggest that you take the 12 and handle one a month, and I'll talk to you maybe a little bit about that later. But let's get started. Let's dive into this. Let me just give you, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 of the daily dozen. For example, number 1 is attitude. That's a very important decision to make. And here's why. My attitude, your attitude, gives me possibilities. People with great attitudes have much more possibilities than people who don't have great attitudes. Now, maybe we need to have a time out here, because this is very important. Every once in a while I go to a seminar on attitude, and the speaker acts like the attitude is everything. In fact, they'll just tell you, if you have a great attitude, you'll be wealthy, and you'll have a wonderful family, and things will go well, and you won't have problems. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, this guy doesn't have an attitude issue. He's smoking something. I'm here to tell you, you can have a great attitude and have a terrible day. Are you with me? So I'm not telling you attitude is everything, because attitude isn't everything. I know some wonderful people who have a great attitude, but they're not competent. The good news is they're happy. And I just go and I say, well, there's a happy failure right there. Shoo, boy, they're sliding down, but they're just singing all the way. And, they don't have a clue. Nobody's home. So I'm not here to tell you that attitude's everything, because I'm telling you right now, attitude isn't everything. But I'm here to tell you what it is. I'll keep integrity with this subject with you.